Hi, and welcome to today's reading. Welcome. If this is the first time that you are seeing a video by me, I am the Hermit Tarot, and this is my YouTube channel. I usually do a lot of pick a card tarot readings on here. I'll do some zodiac readings every now and then, and I also like to publish episodes of my podcast on here as well. So if you haven't seen any of that stuff, be sure to check out my channel and see if there's something that you like or you're interested in. Welcome to those who are returning. It feels so good to be back in our beautiful energy community. I have missed you so much. I'm not even going to hold you. I've spent a little bit thinking about this video and what I wanted to bring forward. I appreciate that there are so many videos out already addressing December and obviously what to expect for the end of the year. So I really wanted to come in with something that I hoped was a bit different and maybe something that may be able to just supplement what is already out there. I'm so much love for the other readers in this community, and I feel like they're doing a brilliant job of helping us understand how this year may be wrapping up. So I hope that this reading helps add to that and give you a different perspective as well. We're going to be looking at your connection in the next 72 hours. So this connection doesn't have to be, a divine counterpart connection. It could be a friendship. It could be a crush situation. It could be a family member. I was mostly focused on romantic connections and connections of a emotional sort of partnership energy in terms of romance, not necessarily platonic, but it is a general reading. And as you can see, we only have 3 groups to choose from. So I did my best to keep the messages open for whoever needed to hear them. So that is my intention of today's reading. It is important that you choose a group today with a clear person in mind, y'all. Please, a clear person in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the reading. As you can see, we have 3 groups to choose from. Each of the 3 groups will be going into a lot of information, looking at how your person will be viewing the connection in the next 72 hours, how you will be viewing the connection in the next 72 hours, what you can expect from your connection in the next 72 hours. We also got channeled messages from your person, what you may expect to hear from them in the next 72 hours, or just painting more of a picture in terms of where their mind is at, where their feelings are at. And some of you even got advice because you needed to have it. There are extended readings for each of the 3 groups. The extended readings will be looking at the month ahead. So we're going to, because this is a timeless reading, we could look at the next 4 weeks in general. I did make some references to astrological events that are happening around the same time that I am posting this video. But this video was created with the intention of it being a timeless reading. So the extended readings will be looking at the next month in this connection, what you can expect, getting more advice and channeled messages as well. So without further ado, let me introduce the 3 groups to you. Starting with group number 1 over here, we have the Take What Resonates and Don't Let the Rest Take From You badge. All of these groups today, the objects are from my little store. These are a part of the hashtag Protected by My Angels collection, which I currently have a buy 2 get 1 free offer on. So if you haven't gotten any merch items yet, I do recommend that you take advantage of that offer. I'll leave it up for the rest of the year at this stage because I do want to move this stock out. And I want to make sure that I'm making way for a brand new fresh start. So take advantage of that buy 2 get 1 free offer using the code PROTECTED. You could get yourself one of these badges. Take what resonates and do not let the rest take from you. Group 1 over here. Group 2, you have the My Angels Made Me Do It hashtag protected sticker. I have this on the back of my phone case. Because I've been using it lately as a manifestation sticker. I've been using it as a sticker of courage, like my angels made me do it. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm, trying to work myself up to achieve the things that I want to do. So it is on the back of my phone case at the moment, and I'm really happy with the way that it's held. I wasn't sure because these stickers are made out of recycled materials. I tested the quality on other surfaces, but I wasn't sure how it would withstand on my phone, and it's done well. So group 2, you have my little manifestation sticker here. My angels made me do it. Group 3, you will have the other badge available in my store at the moment. I sold out of the third one, but we still have the Not Gonna Lie badges in stock. These are all about bringing in honesty and protecting yourself from the bullcrap, basically. Not gonna lie, wanting authentic, honest people around you and protecting yourself from anything less than the best, because it is a felony. Thank you, Ice Cube. So, not gonna lie, over here we got some stars and a beautiful pink background. Group number 3. So those are the 3 groups, you guys. I am going to put the meditation video up after this. If you need more time, you're welcome to join me in the meditation. It's just a minute and it may help you tune into your intuition and pick a group that you feel most drawn to. I'll play it straight after this clip so you don't have to do anything. If you know which of these 3 groups you're feeling most called to, do scroll down to the description box, click on your timestamp and your group, and I shall see you in your reading. So the first thing I want you to do with me is to take in 2 deep, mindful breaths. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Now I want you to focus on clearing your mind. It's natural to have thoughts racing at this point. I want you to embrace each thought as it comes and let it slip as quickly as it came in. Focus on clearing and balancing out these thoughts so that they come and go without a desire to be attached to them. And now, with a rested mind, I want you to think of the first group that comes to your mind. It may be a number, it may be an object that I showed you. It could be a specific color, it could be a feeling that you felt when I showed you each of the groups today. When you are ready and when you feel confident, select your group and join me in your reading. Hi Group 1 and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Take What Resonates badge over here, then this is going to be your reading today. I'm just going to pop your badge in the corner here, out of the way, but certainly not out of mind. That badge really prefaces today's reading as it is still a general reading, so make sure you take what resonates and don't let the rest take from you. We're going to be asking Spirit about the next 72 hours with your person, and then I will also delve into an extended reading for your group. Let's start with their energy over the next 72 hours. What is this person's energy towards Group 1 over the next 72 hours, Spirit? Okay, we got 2 cards for them. I'm going to get your energy now as well. What is Group 1's energy towards their person over the next 72 hours? We have Waxing Crescent in the reverse here. There's a lot of anticipation in your connection in the next 72 hours. And yet for Waxing Crescent to be reversed, I want to say that it's still not quite up to scratch. The outcome is not entirely where you wish it would be. So I want to say that the next 72 hours, anticipation is your biggest word. I don't see anything incredible happening, but I see you both anticipating something big to happen after that 72-hour period. I'm quickly going to double check Yod over here, which came out in your person's side, just to make sure that I'm pulling the right intuitive message, because it feels like this person is aiming towards movement and taking initiative, wanting to be assertive, but I want to have a look at Yod. I'm feeling like a collaboration here of working with you. I'm not 100% confident with astrology. If you know me, you know that to be true. But that being said, I am learning and I feel like I'm already picking up on something here. So Yod, key terms: karma, ancestors, trauma, healing, and cycles. In light, the Yod shows us that an individual is tasked with great responsibility in this lifetime, suggesting an immense capacity for bringing about transformation and healing. So that's actually very powerful when teed up with this Mars energy. In the next 72 hours, your person is looking at your connection as though there's the possibility for healing, for transformation. I'm sensing a balancing out. Yod insinuates karma, and we can't have healing without pain. So it does feel like for many of you, your person is at the very least acknowledging the need to heal something within your connection and to be able to move and shift the balance of karma for the positive. And with Mars here, they're not just contemplating, they're not just acknowledging, there is a desire for action as well. I see Mars as wanting to make a wrong a right in a very physical way, this person wanting to take initiative and energy. So they're looking at your connection as there may be work to do, but they feel like they can take it on. They're feeling like they want to do it with Mars here. They feel like they need to do it for some of you. Mars is a very action-orientated energy, but it also has this build-up. It also brings a lot of fire, a lot of passion. It is the planet or the god of war in Roman mythology. So is that right? Roman or Greek spirit? It's Roman, I'm pretty sure. So I do really feel like there's this build-up of energy here, like waxing crescent was insinuating, right? That anticipation. On your side, however, Sweet Pea, you're feeling a bit triggered. You're in the square energy, and it's not that you're not willing to work, but it feels like you're in a little bit of like a back against the wall energy, as though you've kind of let go of the reins and you're just saying, you know, whatever happens, happens. I also feel like it's not that you don't want to work towards this, but you just feel a little bit confronted. You're looking at this connection as though there is a build-up, you're feeling it, but you're almost getting a fight or flight response, a freeze, flight or fight response. And for most of you, there is just this, I want to say it's almost like a question mark of, okay, but like, what is going to come of this? It's not that you're not being cooperative, but you feel like you're in a stubborn place as well. I'm just going to quickly have a look if there's anything that I've missed with square. Should I add more, Spirit? Pressure, force, action, eruption, aggression, discovery, invention. In light, a square is productive and pushes us forward into the unknown. Squares can give bravery, or at least supply us with enough cosmic dynamite to break through the atmospheres of our lives when needed. Creativity, heat, passion, ardor, I don't know that word, tenacity, are all positive associations of the square. So yeah, that's actually beautiful when accompanied with this Mars and Yod energy over here. There is that mutual passion within both of you. So it seems like you're going to meet this person at the table. Let's get some tarot out to have a look at what's going to be happening in the next 72 hours. Can I get at least 4 cards, please, Spirit, for group 1? What is going to be happening in the next 72, I was about to say 48, 72 hours for group 1? What is going to be happening in the next 72 hours? We have the 10 of Cups in the upright position. What is going to be happening? We have the 9 of Swords in the upright position. In the next 72 hours, what is going to be happening? We have the Tarot del Toro main character card coming out. I feel like you're both embodying that energy. You're not wanting to miss out. You're not wanting to lose an opportunity. Yeah, King of Wands now. King of Wands is coming out as well. And the King of Wands is coming out with a lot on their mind. the Two of Swords. So I can tell you that one of you has a very detailed plan that they want to enact. It's something they've been thinking about for a very long time. And for like 90% of you, this is your person, group 1. They've been thinking about taking action towards you and having this happy ending with you for a very long time. I want to say that the next 72 hours, you're going to realize, both of you, that you do want a happy outcome and that it is about the bigger picture. I'm sensing that there could have been challenges recently, especially on your person side. I'm sensing that there could have been fears, there could have been a lack of communication or just a lack of action taken in their connection. I'm seeing that you're both going to realize that you do want to take the opportunities that you're afforded and you don't want to lose them either. With Tarot del Toro over here, you're both going to do what you can to make the most out of your opportunities, because in the next 72 hours, you're both going to feel as though you have failed yourself in some way when it comes to the connection. Either you feel that you didn't give yourself justice in a situation with them, or you feel that you didn't give yourself a chance to shine in the connection with them. There's just a feeling as though a true aspect of yourself was not presented to this person during previous interactions. In the next 72 hours, someone that has been thinking for a very long time is going to finally be acting or working up the momentum and planning the opportunity to act. I feel like this involves a reunion, but I sense that the uncertainty is over when. That seems to be an issue here. There's desire to do it in the near future, so if it's not in the next 72 hours, for a lot of you, it has to do with getting you alone and having you in the space where you'll take them seriously and you'll see them as a serious sort of person with a serious conversation. But anyway, I see that happening very soon, if not in the next 72 hours. I do want you to know that there's a lot of planning going on here in the next 72 hours. There's a lot of desires, ambition on both sides, passion on both sides, right? But there's action over here with your person. And the King of Wands has had time to think about their options. The King of Wands has had time to decide what they want to do. And with the Two of Swords reversed, I'm guessing that your person knows very clearly what they want to do. It's just about taking that action. So for you guys, I was saying the main issue is getting you alone in a place where you take them seriously, being able to bring forward the right communication in a way that is helpful, that doesn't cause more conflict. They want to be very clear about what they need to say, and if you always have people around you, they want to make sure that they don't do it while you have people around you. It's just about finding a time to say what they need to say and for it to be received well by you as well. Because for some of you, the conflict in the past is going to instantly cause a barrier. You just don't know how to take this person. But to be fair, I'm feeling a lot of passion on both sides in the next 72 hours. So that's what I'm seeing for the connection. Let's get some advice and then we'll get some, actually, let's get channeled messages first. Let's get channeled messages because I think we'll have to get advice. Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything else I should do with tarot. Is there anything that I've missed for group 1 that they need to be aware of, Spirit, with the next 72 hours? Is there anything that I've missed here? For some of you, this person's been sitting on this information for a lot longer than they've let on. They got an epiphany about your connection a while ago. They just didn't know what to do with that information. And they might just have a lot on their plate as well. With the Hanged Man reverse, this person has been in a period of inaction for some time, needing to focus on gaining wisdom and really just attaining information, not wanting or needing to take brash action. I see that they've had to kind of put their main character energy on the back burner for a while. So they're stepping back into a lot of power, your person, group 1. Oh yeah, Spirit wanted to say could be water signs, could be fire signs. Doesn't have to be. Fire is strong on both sides. A lot of Aries, a lot of Scorpio as well with Mars. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we have Pisces. Could also be a little bit of Cancer and Scorpio. but take that if it resonates. You don't have to stick to the signs and use that as a definitive measurement of whether this is your person or not. All right. What does their person want to say to them, Spirit? What does group one's person want to say to them about the next? Yeah, I am sensing that there is this almost risky maneuver that they're considering, and there is either a fear of rejection or there's a fear of not being received well by you. When the Five of Swords is at play, it indicates a change in strategy, a change in approach, a change in action, change in communication. In your case, it feels like this person is stepping things up and they want to be received well. They want change for the positive, right? Because the desire here is the Ten of Cups, happiness, happy ending. So they're really hoping that you receive them well and that this change is beneficial for your connection. But there seems to be a lot on the line. They're concerned that either you wouldn't accept their communication or that this change in communication would cause friction in the connection. I feel like that isn't too big of a concern for most of you. It's only really a concern if you haven't spoken to this person in a while, or if this momentum is just building out of nowhere. But for most of you, this passion has been growing for a little while now. It's not just out of nowhere. Group one, please, Spirit. What does their person want to say to group one? We have no in the reverse. So this person has changed their perspective towards the connection with the Hanged Man here and the Nine of Swords. They have had an epiphany. Maybe what they thought wasn't possible is now possible again. I'm getting that they've switched their energy up here. So they're being more receptive towards the connection. And for all of you, they're hoping that you are as well. Look at this. That just came out. What do you want? The Four of Cups. They don't really want to lose is what I'm getting, but they're also not wanting to not do anything as well. So for most of you, I'm getting a lot of courage here from both sides, to be fair. You are expressing courage with Square. This person is expressing courage with Mars. The King of Wands is here to show courage as well. I feel that despite there being a little bit of fear of rejection, I don't see that standing in the way of action. Ace of Wands reversed, a false start, cancelled plans, delayed action. I see the Ace of Wands reversed as your person acknowledging how this has taken a while to ground. They want to acknowledge a rebirth for y'all and just the opportunity to kind of revisit what may have been a false start and get the match lit properly this time. Got a little matchbox over here. What else does group one's person want to say to them, Spirit? Yeah, they hope that you're not seeing anybody else. So for some of you, you're so disconnected from this person that there are concerns about third parties on your side, especially with the King of Wands here and Mars. That could insinuate jealousy as well. So maybe there needs to be a conversation over intentions when it comes to romantic connections and whether you are actually available, only if they definitely don't know that. Group one, please, Spirit. What does this person want to say to group one? Maybe, yeah, I'm sensing regret with this card because either there was an opportunity with you that was taken for granted in the past, or there was just a lot of confusion, a lot of toing and froing on their side especially. It's just this feeling of like uncertainty when my grey cards come out from my deck. It's like I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know what to think. So this person is saying that's no more with that card reversed. I've made up my mind. I know now. I see the truth. I gained the perspective and the wisdom that I needed. I need you to know that I'm not confused anymore. Bottom deck energy, there's desires to move this connection quickly on their side. I just wish things were different. It tells me that this person is wanting to take advantage of the chances and opportunities that they have with you, wanting instant results. So there's a lot of quick moving energy building in the next 72 hours for your crew, group one. What else does this person want to say to group one, Spirit? Excuse me. What else does this person want to say to group one? Oh my days. What else does this person want to say to group one, Spirit? Hi. Oh my gosh. Shuffling these cards is usually not this difficult. But I'm making it more difficult, I think. My shuffling has gone backwards, my shuffling skills. Sometimes it's about letting go. So maybe this person was clinging onto something else in their life or needing to focus on something else in their life. With the Hanged Man reverse, there is a feeling of needing to shift and move energy and be more sort of available to opportunity and less sort of passive and still. So it could just be about letting go of that belief or that lack of behavior. But I do sense a shift in your person's energy, and I feel like for many of you, you have felt it as well or noticed it physically, especially if you are in communication with this person. You would notice them building confidence and starting to look more positive and just appear to be more action orientated. But for those who are in a separation or no communication, I just need you to know that this person is really stepping it up. I want you to know as well that they do feel the same. This came out first, so for all of you, there is this confusion that needs to be cleared up, and I see them talking to you about it because they're saying no more secrets. So I see this person really stepping up and having that conversation with you, right? With the Five of Swords. It is going to take courage, but I'm hearing it's going to take conviction. Because for most of you, this person has come very close to doing it before, but they backed out at the last minute. And it wasn't a lack of courage, it's that they didn't stay convicted to the task at hand. They let themselves sort of dither off the path. So I feel like it's something that they've come close to doing a few times, to say the least. We have, if only we could travel back in time to simpler times, perhaps, to this false start, perhaps, to this missed opportunity, perhaps, or to this defiant energy where this person may have looked at this connection as something that wasn't possible. It's like they want to go back and change that. I see this as a reflection of your person being very nostalgic or reflective in general, thinking about the past, thinking about actions that were taken in the past in this connection, and just having to really think about what they want for the future as well. Which brings us to this card. What do you want from me? I feel this is a conversation you two need to have together. I feel that there's going to be an opportunity, maybe not within the next 72 hours, because this is all about building energy in the next 72 hours, but we know that this person desires to move and they want to move quickly. So yeah, you know what was underneath that card? The Eight of Wands. I just want you all the time. So they do want to make this wrong a right. They do want to repay their karma and balance this connection out. And I see that their main desire is to, figure out what it is that you want. We've got that twice. What do you want? What do you want from me? So trying to get on the same page here and understand whether you are wanting the same out of the situation as they are. I feel there is definitely a lot of passion on both ends, and that's where the I feel the same is coming through. The last card we have is This Doesn't Feel Right. This card is technically reversed, but I think that this is more talking about your present circumstances. This doesn't feel right now. It feels like there's a lot that needs to be balanced out, and there's a lot of unfair sort of karma that's been put into this connection for now. I sense that this is because of external factors. Your person may have had other things on their plate. You may have been helpfully busy with other things as well. I see you both wanting to collaborate with each other though, and I see your person acknowledging that not only doesn't it feel right, but it can't stay like this for long either. Spirit, what messages does this person have for group one from my music deck? What song makes them think of group one, Spirit? What song makes this person think of group one? We might get two. What songs makes this person think of group one? What songs makes this person think of group one, Spirit? Cute. Oh, stop it. Oh my days, your person is like enamored. Is that the right word? Enamored. We have amazement as your bottom deck energy. Go with you by Bank. Crazy. Staring at your body in amazement. Feel me sinking deeper in your ocean. Now I know I'm too far into the waters now to float. So yeah, this person is incredibly amazed by you. You're an opportunity they can't afford to miss, is what I feel. You really stand out to them. These are the songs that make them think of you, Group 1. You're clearly someone that they're very interested in. Your next card is Fade Into You by Maisie Starr. Interest. I want to hold the hand inside you. I want to take the breath that's true. I look to you to see the truth. Fade into you, strange you never knew. And for most of you, this has been a situation that's been evolving for some time. So there is a lot that needs to be shared. There's a lot that is coming with waxing crescent here. You can expect a lot more in the future. I expect union if you're not in union with this person. For all of you, I would say expect a meaningful conversation with this person. Expect assertive change. And I see collaboration together in the future with this person. And your last song is Anticipation. We've got Sticky by Raven Lene. Yeah, this song, beautiful song. Anticipation is the emotion it was inspired by. And the lyrics are, you know I cannot shake ya. You only fool me, then you lose me. What did you do? Got me confused. Spin and round. Yeah, this person can't shake you. And I feel that they are anticipating something in the near future with you. It's building. This passion is building. So Group 1, that's what I'm seeing for you. That is the next 72 hours with your person. I'm going to take this into the extended now. In the extended readings, what we'll be doing is looking at the next month with this person to see what changes will occur, how your situation will develop. We didn't get advice for you in this portion of the reading because your advice was very much what your energy is currently in, to be receptive, to be open, to be passionate, and to be open to collaboration with this person, pushing this connection forward. I feel as long as your energy is open and receptive, then it creates space for this person to step up and to really take on this action main character energy that they need to be in. So I hope you found this portion of your reading helpful. I hope it did help paint the picture and align with what you're seeing unfold in your present as well. If you want to join me in the extended, the link will be in the description box. It's already recorded. I'll see you there. Before you go, I just want to thank you for all your time, your energy, and your support here on YouTube. Thank you. It means honestly so much, you guys. I also want to thank our spiritual teams for helping me channel these messages and for keeping me safe while doing so. Thank you. And I shall see you in another video. Bye. Hi Group 2 and welcome to your reading. If you chose this beautiful sticker, this manifestation sticker, then this is going to be your reading. It's an unofficial manifestation sticker. I've only just started using it for that purpose, so I'm not going to put that out there until I have proven results. But welcome if you chose that sticker, Group 2. We're going to be asking Spirit today about the next 72 hours with your person. There will be an extended reading as well, but we'll get into that at the end. I already discussed your extended reading at the beginning, and I just want to make sure that we're being very efficient with time. So, Group 2, let's get into it, shall we? First, we're going to look at your person's energy towards your connection in the next 72 hours and your energy towards the connection in the next 72 hours. So Spirit, Group 2, what is their person's energy towards their connection in the next 72 hours? That was too quick. That was too quick. We have the number 6. Do we? Is it 6? No, it's the 6th house. And water coming out for you. I'm going to leave them reversed for now because I do take shadow aspects in this deck. And let's have a look at your energy towards the connection. Group 2, what is their energy towards this connection in the next 72 hours? We have 8 showing up in the reverse position. Interesting. I'm just going to sit in this for a little bit. What's your bottom deck energy? Aquarius. I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of like, can't do much energy here. It feels like you're going to be spending, well, let's start with your person. Your person's going to be spending a lot of time reflecting and thinking in the next 72 hours. With Pisces over here on water being at the top of the pyramid, it feels like there's not a lot of action. There's a lot of thought, there's a lot of reflection, there's a lot of feelings being processed, and there's hopefully a lot of wisdom being gained. There's a strong intuitive desire here for knowledge, like really maybe looking subliminally for information. This person, if they believe in the occult or if they watch readings as well, that's what I see them doing, is just like looking for answers, seeking intuitive answers. So it feels like with the 6th house reverse, there's not a lot of harmony in the next 72 hours. It's not that there's a lack of desire, but to have harmony, it's just that there doesn't seem to be much opportunity in the connection in the next 72 hours. It feels that there may be a separation in this group, and you need to know that however limited your person is in the 3D, their emotions are still thinking and very much on you in the next 72 hours. They are feeling a lot for this connection, and they're wanting answers as well, is what I'm feeling. I feel this person, especially with Aquarius being your bottom deck energy, this person seeking information. I see Aquarius as someone who's thinking about the future with not a lot of opportunity in the present. This person may be preoccupied or distracted by other things right now. And it feels like all they can do is think about what could happen in the future. I feel your person is also trying to be compassionate towards your connection. Like they think they're actually saving you by removing themselves, because I do think that they have this sort of desire to know how their actions are impacting you, if that makes sense. Like, I don't see them being completely selfish. I see that there is like this concern of trying to do something, acting in a way where, like, even though they're limited, they're also not going to try to make the situation worse. Yeah. Just Aquarius always makes me think of like a humanitarian, right? The water bearer. And then we have the 6th house here, which is about being in service to others as well. And even though those cards are reversed, I still don't get this selfish feeling from them. I just think that they need to be focused on themselves right now. I feel that there is compassion towards you, but I think that they need to be taking the next 72 hours to reflect and think about what is going on for them. So in your connection on their side, not a heck of a lot of movement, not a lot of action, a lot of thoughts about the future, a lot of distractions in their present. This person is acknowledging an imbalance in terms of there's not a lot of effort being given into the connection. They're very contemplative, they're seeking answers, they're spending time to reflect on their feelings for you. And we will look into more with tarot to have a look at their feelings. But I am getting deep feelings with Pisces here. Now on your side, with 8 reversed, you seem to be very invested in other things. You seem to be so invested that you're feeling like you're mastering other aspects of your life with 8 here. When it comes to this connection, it feels like it's out of your control. You're very frustrated potentially. You feel like you've exercised a lot of patience. It feels that for most of you, you've kind of given up giving energy to the connection. You're seeing this as a never-ending cycle, a lot of you. And it feels like this connection is hitting a point where you're just trying to hold space if necessary. I feel there's a lot of compassion. It just makes me think of the heart chakra and the fact that there are 8 petals on the heart chakra's symbol. So it feels like there's a lot of compassion here, a lot of kindness being afforded to this person and to the connection, a lot of patience, but there's also so much that you can give. And it feels like you're at your max. You're kind of done giving, especially with little return. So I see with the number 8 here that you're really kind of being careful and selective about what you contribute, because in your mind, this connection has already taken enough from you. And there's no sort of bitterness there. I just think that you're at a point where you're thinking very practically about the situation. So let's see what Tarot can tell us, shall we? Let's have a look at the breakthroughs that are happening in this connection for group 2, please, Spirit. Because even though there's not a lot going on in your eyes, I want to know about this Piscean energy. What's going on in the connection for the next 72 hours, Spirit? What's happening with group 2's connection? We have the Tower coming out for you, okay? Okay, welcome, Tower. What's going on for group 2? We have Temperance. Yeah, there's definitely a separation pile. Your energies are not currently in union, that's for sure. Group 2, what is going on? We have the 6 of Cups reversed. Welcome though, it's always a good energy to have in a reading. We also have the 9 of Cups in the upright. And we have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse position. Where is our bottom deck energy at? Queen of Goblets reversed. I really want to be careful about what I say, so I'm going to get a big drink of water and I'm going to use my crystals to help me channel the right messages for you. Oh, water from a glass jar. A glass bottle. It just tastes so good. All right, group 2. Firstly, in the next 72 hours, I can tell that there's going to be a very unexpected, sudden shift in energy. And it feels like for the most part, this is happening on your person's side. You may need this as well, but I don't sense it to be as devastating for you because for most of you, you've been receiving those intuitive hits. You've been keeping up with those progress reports from your spiritual team in terms of what you should do in this situation. And while you may naturally, you're only human, have had your moments of denial or defiance, you have for the most part been working with the flow of the universe. I sense your person waking up though, and I sense that they will really be experiencing much of this destructive nature, mostly because for a Tower moment to occur, the issue is not just affecting one area of their life anymore. It's causing disharmony into multiple areas, and it's really emanating this falseness, this illusionary clinging to attachments that really hold no value or necessity. So this person may be going through a lot of shifts and may be in the process of reinventing themselves, but the next 72 hours is really about kind of getting rid of false advertising in this person's life. And there's going to be a shift in your connection. You're supposed to be focused on each other in terms of yourselves right now. With Temperance here, this is a time to heal self. This is a time to separate from each other in terms of, at this point, I feel you're only really distracting from what needs to be done if you're actually in union. It's like you need to heal your inner sanctuary before you come together and attempt to contribute harmonious energies to the other person's life. It feels like you're supposed to be in separation right now is what I'm trying to say, and failing miserably at it, by the way. But I think with Temperance reverse, this is not a time for peace. It's a time to really just address any ickiness, any uncomfortabilities, any triggering energies, any sense of frustration and impatience. I am feeling with Temperance here that energies are running high. And when I look at that, Temperance in the reverse, I think of restlessness, I think of frustration, impatience, I think of impulsiveness, I think of someone who may be experiencing bouts of jealousy even, not so much though. It's this feeling of a caged Sagittarius basically, and a caged Sagittarius that's being forced to stare at everything wrong with them. So very uncomfortable feelings. And I think that's why this person may look very selfish in the next 72 hours, but they need to be focused on themselves. this person may be going through a minor ego death, you know. It will vary for each and every one of you, but I'm sensing that there are character flaws here that do not align with this person's true nature that are starting to manifest in very serious ways. So it's really about getting rid of that and slowly rebuilding, and they can't do that in 72 hours. It's going to take them time. So I want you to know, with the Six of Cups reversed, that there is this feeling of going home or needing to go home. There's this feeling of needing to heal. And I feel that either this is this person disappearing off your radar for a little bit, or coming back and just not feeling the same way as they were before. Because with the Six of Cups reversed, there is this feeling of the past hitting you and coming back in a nostalgic way, maybe memories of each other. But I don't sense that emotional attachment in the same way. I sense that emotions are not currently able to flow towards each other reciprocatively, if that's a word, in a balanced way, you know, to say it more simply. I see the Six of Cups reversed as a lot of like old flashbacks going through each other's minds, thinking a lot about the connection in the next 72 hours. This reading probably won't help, you know, it's going to be stirring up old feelings for them and old memories and old thoughts. There's a lot of nostalgia here, but there's also this feeling of like missing that in your present. I don't sense an active involvement in each other's lives in the present moment. I can also see with the Nine of Cups that there is this feeling of focusing on what makes you happy as an individual. I see with the Nine of Cups that there is a feeling as though you both do or are able to make each other happy at times. But I'm seeing the Nine of Cups as more of like you're someone who can make me very, very happy. Like you're that kind of person. Like who wouldn't you make happy? But I need to seek those cups for myself now. I need something to be proud of for myself now. And for many of you, that's why the Tower is in your reading. I feel that the next 72 hours, your perception of this connection may shift. And you may decide that there are aspects of this person and their involvement in your life that really does make you very happy. But there may also be a lot of happiness experienced without them right now. And there may also be a shift in how much of your happiness comes from them, because I do see you fulfilling your emotional needs without this person being an active role in your life. And that may eventually lead to some very deep awakenings within you and some very big changes within how you approach this connection in future. With the Seven of Pentacles reversed, there's a lot of impatience here, a lot of frustration, and a lot of desire to get things moving. But I want to say that there are delays more than anything with that Seven of Pentacles reverse. It's like your material experiences with this person do not align with what you are feeling emotionally. Whether you are missing them and wanting more of their emotions and they're just not able to be here, or whether you're finding that you no longer miss them as much as you used to, and you feel like they're still working hard to be here. I just sense that reality isn't matching what your heart wants, and that's becoming increasingly aware. You're becoming increasingly aware of this with the Seven of Pentacles here. Is there anything that I've missed for Group 2 Spirit for the next 72 hours? Is there anything that I've missed? Oh, what's that song? It's like rain on a Sunday, on your wedding day. Alanis Morissette, isn't that ironic? For some of you, you're experiencing that twist of events where now that this person is awakening to their truth in terms of feelings for you, you're not wanting to be on the same page as them. And that's why I think the Queen of Goblets is here reversed. Some of you, your cup is not wanting to be filled with their liquids, with their emotions. There's a shift here in how you're seeing the connection. And for others of you, that awakening is just helping you set yourself free from unrealistic expectations. Because I can tell you now This person has a lot on their plate. For the Tower to be here, you're both receiving realization, sudden realization, but it's manifesting in different ways for you individually. And this person is needing to really focus on rebuilding and destroying, really getting rid of those things first that are taking up space, which is going to take time. Our ego naturally fights change. We're not always comfortable with that, and it can take a lot of time to get rid of those things that aren't meant for us before we can actually rebuild. Whereas on your end, you've been through your Tower moment. This is more just about revealing to you how your heart's desires do not align with your reality, and how you need to kind of shift your reality to align with your heart's desires, whether that means shifting those emotional needs towards a different direction, or whether that means detaching from this reality with this person altogether. I see it really changing for you. So let's get some channeled messages from them to see what the heck they're up to. And then we're going to get advice for you. I didn't do this for group 1, but I think you really need advice. Group 2, please, Spirit. What does group 2's person want to say to them? Wow. The 8 of Cups in the reverse. I miss you, do you? It's not that this person doesn't miss you. It's just that their emotions are focused on other things. I feel that this person is in their own little version of sort of a painful situation, but they're isolating a lot of that, and they're keeping a lot of that hidden with the Pisces energy here. Pisces is really telling me that a lot of this emotion runs deep, and I want to say that it is changeable as well. So the way that I'm interpreting that is that this person's emotions are not exactly reliable right now, and I feel that it's an evolving situation for them, and their feelings for you are an evolving situation. The 8 of Cups reversed. I sense that they are being forced to face some of the emotional turmoil they've caused or created in your connection. It feels like they're being forced to kind of confront some of these things, like that coming home feeling. Maybe they're back in town and they're being forced to look at what they did. We have strength and ego coming out for you. This is trying to break out of a cycle that has been unhelpful. When an 8 is reversed, it's because the cycle needs to change, and that's where you're at. You are an 8 reversed. Your attitude towards this connection is that this cycle needs to change. And I'm sensing from your person's side, they're very much in their ego right now, and that is the cycle that needs to change. It's healthy to be attached to your reality, to have a connection to your ego, but when everything that you do is dictated based upon that ego centric need or desire, you start to lose touch with your more meaningful values. And you don't have to be a spiritual person, but we're all emotional beings. We're all technically connected to so much more than what our eyes and our head can see. So I feel this person has been very detached from their true emotional being, let alone their spiritual being and their more deeper state of being. I want to also show you this card. I'm too afraid to talk. This person has been purposefully withholding communication from you as of late, group 2, not with the intention of being unreliable. The intention was to be selective. I feel as though information with this person is very selective. They might even have you, restricted on their stories, and they don't want you to see what they're up to. They maybe blocked you as well. I just sense them being very careful about how much you see in their world. Is there anything else from this deck that they want to say to group 2? So many cards. I'm just going to grab the first 2. So yeah, we'll grab that one too. The bottom energy is towering in reverse, definitely in reverse. This person is definitely going through a tower moment, I can tell you that much. I sense that whatever they've been clinging to is about to be uprooted and brought down in a very dramatic way. We're also being shown sex with you in the reverse. This is the Six of Wands. So this person is feeling a little bit ashamed, to be honest with you. They feel a little bit ashamed of the way that they treated you, I feel, and the way that this connection has eventuated. There could be public humiliation here, but it doesn't have to be. It just feels like they're being very private right now, and there is this feeling of defeat. Like they weren't able to overcome that challenge. They weren't able to be the hero in this situation. There is shame here from this person in the way they acted towards you. There is a strong attachment to you. They could have acted out of desire and impulse and need, rather than genuinely considering how their actions were going to affect you. I want you to know that, as ironic as it sounds, despite what they're going through, there's still an infatuation with you, an attraction to you. It's very primal in terms of it's very physical, and much like where their ego and their mind is at, they're looking at you in a very physical way. There does seem to be an obsession with this connection in the next 72 hours, and this person trying to find those answers, trying to figure this out. They are also dreaming about you. This is telling me in general that they're very confused about this connection and about the situation. I want to skip to this deck, and then we're going to get some advice for you. Group 2, please, Spirit. What songs remind their person of Group 2? That came out in such an aggressive way, and that card is aggressive as well. What songs remind this person of Group 2? What songs reminds this person of Group 2? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Your bottom deck energy is anticipation. This came out for the other group as well, so it's around. It's you know, it's in the energy. Sticky by Raven Lene. You know I cannot shake ya. You only fool me, then you lose me. What did you do? Got me confused. Spinning round and round. I feel it's not so much anticipation, it's confusion with this person. Why are they only just now realizing this? It's like you've had time to process this. Your person is only just now awakening to the truth and realizing things, and it's causing confusion. It's causing emotional upset because they're looking for answers, they're not getting them, so they're needing to dive deeper, but they haven't done that in a while. And in order to do that, they need to detach from other illusionary ego-based attachments. So it's a whole process that this person's going through, and at the core of it is a little bit of bitterness towards you, my sweet pea, with aggressive Alrighty Aphrodite by Peach Pit coming out. This person's saying, take a seat back in your clamshell. If the ocean's not enough, nor am I. If I'd known you sold on maybe, I'd have let you waste another guy. This person feels a little bit bitter about how this connection is playing out currently. That song makes them think of you because you have this one that got away energy mixed with this feeling of like they couldn't be the one that you needed. They couldn't be your hero. They couldn't be good enough for you. So whether it's warranted on your side or not, this person just sees that they failed your expectations over this connection, and they take that in a very bitter personal way. We also have I'll Call You Back by Erykah Badu, which is based off the emotion distraction. I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking and mixing and fixing the sauces, and I'll call you back. Running around in the city, I run it, I like it, I'm busy, so I'll call you back. I feel they are they were preoccupied. They see you as someone who's definitely preoccupied. I think that song makes them think of you because there is this air of like you feel a little bit too good for them. You feel like you're busy, you feel like you're doing other things, and you feel like your attention is invested elsewhere. But you know, the other energy that came out was Muladhara, root chakra. This is talking about a start, foundations, grounded, stable. I'm getting a little bit of jealousy on their end, to be honest with you. Like, they're kind of jealous of what you have. They're jealous of what you've been able to create, and they wish they could have what you have as well. I feel like this person thinks of you as being a stable person who seems to be very sure of themselves, someone who's very grounded, and like you seem to be like the phoenix that rose from the ashes, whereas they're having a delayed tower moment and they're really struggling. So where you've been spending time working on yourself, this person has been spending time distracting themselves. Now you look distracted now that they're working on themselves. So Spirit, what is the advice for group 2 in this situation? No, that's too much. Just one, please. What is the advice for group 2 in this situation? Thank you so much. So first of all, I'm seeing shed old skin over here, group 2. Regardless of whether you want a future with this person or not, it is time to shed the past. It is time to let go of what used to be, because that is no longer the true version of reality. You are both transforming, you are both growing, and you both need to stay open to where these transformative processes are taking you. Mostly your person is going through a lot of change and a lot of destruction, whereas you are going through a period of growth and a period of needing to kind of focus on where your efforts are worth investing. And I sense with shed old skin, this is more about letting go of what no longer serves you. A snake doesn't keep their old skins. That would be ridiculous. What would they do with it? They just tie it around their waist and make little old skin skirts. It's silly to carry the past, and it may sound, hilarious when you put it into the context of a snake dead skin waist skirt, but it's something that we need to actively consider when we're moving forward. Are we still holding on to versions of the past that no longer exist in our reality? It's good to be nostalgic and sentimental and to reflect, but when we use what we knew in the past to really build our current version of events, we're clinging to illusions and false perceptions of reality. So shed your old skin here, let go of what no longer serves you, and stay open to the opportunities that are right in front of you and needing your attention. We also have exchange energy to create abundance. So I do see you potentially exchanging wisdom with this person. They're seeking answers. It's not your role to actively be this person's guide and healer, but I see that they may reach out to you for support, and it's up to you on what sort of position you want to take, whether you'd prefer to be a friend, whether you feel your relationship is much more intimate than that, or whether you'd prefer to just be a teacher, and keep it very much like a pupil role. Like, I can tell you what I know, but I'm not going to do the exam for you. There's a feeling here of exchanging energy with this person in future to really help them continue to grow. Now, if this doesn't apply to this person because you don't want them in your future, then I see you doing that with others, exchanging energy with other people and continuing to create abundance for yourself. You're someone who would get a lot of growth and gratification out of helping others based on what you've been through personally. We also have High Priest, intend and create. I think that you are at a very fruitful part of your journey. The new year could be very prosperous for you. And I feel that for you, group 2, your version of focusing on self is very healthy. It's very necessary. It's very much steered with the sense of emotional fulfillment, that 9 of Cups. You're in a very prosperous energy, so continue to move forward with clear intentions and clear ideas of what you want to create for yourself. Continue to move forward in that way. That is what I'm seeing for you, group 2, when it comes to this connection in the next 72 hours. I'm going to take this into the extended now, where we'll look at the next month. It's a timeless reading, so you can come back to this reading as well to keep seeing where your situation is evolving, but we're going to look at what you, group 2, can expect in the next month with you and your person. We're going to look at the major changes that will be happening, get more tarot and a lot more advice, as well as some more channeled messages from other decks that I wasn't able to use because I ran out of time over here. If you'd like to join me in the extended, the link is in the description box. I've already recorded it, so I'll see you there. Before you go, I do need to thank you all for your support over here on YouTube. Your energy, your time, your effort is so valued and appreciated. Thank you so much for your contributions to the channel and mostly to the community. I see y'all in the comment sections helping each other, so thank you so much. I also want to thank our spiritual teams, ancestors, guides, and angels for helping me channel these messages and for keeping me safe while doing so. Thank you. And I shall connect with you in another video. Bye. Hi group 3 and welcome. If you chose this not gonna lie badge over here, then this is going to be your reading. Welcome. Sorry, I'm just cleaning cat hair off my table. It's not until I start that I realize how much hair is on here. It's shocking. If you have pets, you probably can relate. This beautiful badge is the reason why you're here. We're going to be looking at the next 72 hours with you and your person, what you can expect. There will be an extended reading as well that will look at the next month in your connection and what will be changing. I'll talk more about that at the end. To start your reading off, group number 3, we're going to be getting cards from this cosmic guidance, or should I say celestial bodies. I always misname this deck. We're going to get messages from the celestial bodies deck, and we're going to have a look at your person's energy towards the connection in the next 72 hours, as well as your energy. Starting with group 3's person, please, Spirit. What is their person's energy towards the connection in the next 72 hours? What is group? Okay, we have a card that's flipped. Is it just one, Spirit? Yeah, we have Earth. Ooh, hello, group 3. What about group 3? What is their energy towards this connection in the next 72 hours? We have Air, and we also have Midhaven coming out for you. Interesting. Both very interesting energies. They go hand in hand. I don't mean to laugh, but they go hand in hand. Your bottom deck energy is the new moon in the reversed or shadow position. And for your bottom deck energy, I want to read from the book because there's messages here for you. The main energy that's overarching your connection has to do with this new moon, which without reading, a new moon for me intuitively is a new beginning, or a beginning full stop. It's an opportunity for a fresh start or a blank start. I use it to set intentions, and then I use the week after a new moon to take action towards my intentions and to make my intentions firm. So for this to be in its shadow aspect, either there was a false start in this connection, or there is a looming new beginning, a very sort of impending situation where either you've had a rough start to this connection, or it just isn't seeming to ground in the way that you're expecting. Maybe you're both wanting a new beginning here. Let's have a look at what the book says as well. So the main key terms for this card is emergence, solitude, reflection, withdrawal, beginning, and fertile darkness. In shadow, new moon energy may be a bit destabilizing as we are unsure of our footing in the dark. Or we may find it hard to do the work of looking inward due to anxiety or feelings of urgent need. But overall, this lunar moment is supportive. Ask yourself this question: where does your willpower meet your heart? And how do you express this vision of solely lunar merge in the sense of how do you express this vision of solitude slash, what's the word? I'm trying to describe solely lunar. Let me show you the word and then you try and figure it out. Because solely lunar is not a word I'm familiar with in my vocabulary. I would look at that as wanting something internal needing to be merged with your reality. So interesting. Where does your willpower meet your heart? It does feel like there is anxiety over whatever's going on in your connection, because I need you to know that on your person side, group 3, they're wanting to be practical, they're wanting to play it safe, they're wanting movement that is stable, and they're wanting a situation that I think safe is the best way to put it. Like, I'm looking at someone that's very practical, that's wanting balance, that's not wanting to kind of operate outside of a comfort zone, wanting to balance things out, trying to make time as well. Timing, or there could be practical interferences. It feels like your person's energy towards your connection, group 3, is that they're looking at it as a situation that needs to be very carefully approached, and it's something that they may be looking at with patience. They may be looking at your connection as something that, you know, it's not really at the top list of their priorities right now, but when they do take action towards it, they intend on taking serious action. They intend on things progressing with very clear actions. But until then, it feels like this person is just sort of treating this connection as something that is more stable than maybe other things going on in their life. For many of you, it's just that there's no immediate issues here that they want to work towards right now. I'm going to get Tarot to clarify, but the key words of your person's energy towards your connection in the next 72 hours are safe, comfort zone, practical, and planning, in the sense of there's no great hasty movement on their side, there's no sudden movement, there's no rash sort of impulsive action, and there's not a heck of a lot of care and attention either, to be fair. It's not that they're cold, because we do see Taurus on Earth, and Taurus is Venusian, it's got this loving energy, but Taurus is also something that needs to sort of balance out with practical. So this Venusian energy might be more focused on self right now, while they kind of deal with the more pressing issues in their life. Coming over to you, I see that the way that this is translating for you is that you may be overanalyzing the connection, or just studying it, or thinking about it a lot, and thinking about your person a lot, really wondering a lot of things. Mostly it feels like you have a lot of questions, because this person's definitely left a lot of room for these questions to ruminate. You could be getting curious, feeling curious, wanting to kind of check in on them, maybe online, for example, looking at their online search situation. I just feel with the air here that your energy towards your person is that your mind is very active, and there is this desire for balance with you as well with Libra. But Aquarius tells me that these are just thoughts. I don't see a lot of action for you either in the next 72 hours. You're very reflective, very contemplative, and wanting balance, wanting harmony in the connection, potentially wanting that more meaningful partnership. It's not to say that they don't want that. They're just putting that on the back burner. You're just really stuck in the logic. Not a lot of action is what I feel for you. The thing about Midhaven coming out, this is like the part of your natal chart that sits near the 10th house, and it's usually where you may find like your career, whatever sign is on your midhaven. It's usually associated to like a career that you would thrive in. So I kind of think that this connection may be either distracting you, or maybe something that you want to work on. Your energy towards it is that it is serious, and it's something that isn't just going to disappear, right? It's something that you believe is going to require investment and is worth investing in. Whatever thoughts you're having about this connection, your energy towards it is very serious. And I want to say that despite this earthy energy, despite the lack of sort of emotion here. Your person is taking this connection seriously. They are wanting to be loyal and to be kind and considerate in the way that they can, but it feels like they've got other stuff going on for them. So I do want to get Tarot out, group 3, to see what the heck is going on. Because we know with the new moon in shadow, right, that there are blockages, there are seeming to be healing. Chiron's beneath that, that makes sense, and Scorpio's beneath that. It just may be that you've got other things going on in your life that need your immediate attention, other transformative, pressing matters. Group 3, please, Spirit. What can group 3 expect with their person in the next 72 hours? What can group 3 expect from their person or with their person in the next 72 hours? Group 3, please, Spirit. What can group 3 expect with their person in the next 72 hours? Group 3, please, Spirit. One more card. Thank you so much. Is this supposed to be upright or reverse, Spirit, please? It's supposed to be upright. Wow. Your bottom deck energy is the Valet of Discs. This Valet is a little bit cheeky, feeling a bit immature. Somebody's one foot in, one foot out with the Valet of Discs here. It feels like, again, intentions are to take this connection seriously, but it feels like there are blockages here. Now, I need my crystals to talk about these cards. Because we've got some big energy and I don't want to butcher the integrity of this connection. So let me grab my crystals real quick. I want to start with this 10 of Cups. This 10 of Cups is upright. In the next 72 hours, I do sense, how do I abbreviate this? A happy ending, to say the least. The main thing that I'm feeling is family and love. So this connection is the one that contains a lot of love and a lot of connection. There is, at the very least, a recognition of similar interests and emotional desires. There is a recognition of you both share similar values. Depending on how well you know this person, you both seem to want the same things and your hearts both seem to be in the same places. But I do sense a bit of disappointment despite that. The 10 of Cups talks about a happy ending, but it's more about a recognition of similar emotional interests. And it feels like this is more like the two of you realizing that you both want the same thing from a relationship. I see with the Sun here reverse that there is a bit of a dampener on the connection in the next 72 hours. It could be as simple as you feel a bit let down by this person's focus being elsewhere, or you feel that you don't have the time for each other as much as you want to. It could be that you had a date planned, right? And it either didn't go according to plan or your person had to postpone. For whatever it is, there's a bit of a pessimistic tinge here with the Sun reverse. There's a feeling as though you don't get that intimate, happy, romantic moment with this person. And I want to say that in the next 72 hours, you may find that your thoughts of this connection get a bit darker, depending on that minor setback. Even though you feel like you share the same interests as your person, or you're very emotionally invested in the same outcome, I see that something here has you questioning what you're seeing and what you're feeling. It's like what you're seeing doesn't match up with what you're feeling, and it feels like it pulls a bit of cloud cover over your sunny, beautiful connection. What I want you to know with the world here is that there is a significant cycle closing with this person, and it's not a bad feeling of closing. It's a significant celebration of a cycle closing. I feel a sense of recognition here, someone being very proud of their efforts and of what they've been able to create for themselves and do for themselves, especially if your person has been very much focusing on their material world. They're really trying to close this cycle with a sense of celebration, and it's going to give them a lot more time and energy to be able to focus on other things, i.e. your connection. It feels like a big sort of task is being completed here, and I see this in your connection as closing one door and getting ready to open a new one, which is why the new moon is in shadow. There is a new opportunity looming in the near future with this person, but in the next 72 hours, they are going to be focused on closing this cycle and having a reason to celebrate it as well. It feels like a cocoon moment, absolutely. I see a new thing emerging after this, a new creature, a new opportunity, a brand new connection. Now, you're also having a reason to celebrate. With the world being in your spread, in the next 72 hours, you have a lot of reasons to be focused on yourself. And because it feels like you yourself need to close old doors, celebrate who you are becoming, and prepare yourself for new beginnings in your life. I think that there is a calling here for self-reflection amidst whatever separation you may experience, even if it's only temporary, even if you're already in happy union and you're just going through a rough patch with this person, group 3, you still need any moments alone to really check in with yourself and understand where those heavy feelings or those pessimistic feelings and thoughts are coming from, because you also need to be able to pinch yourself and remind yourself of what you have to be happy for and not necessarily grateful, but like you deserve a pat on the back and recognition for what you've been able to achieve. Give yourself that long timeline too. Like look at the last 2 years of your life and how much you've been able to achieve, the last 18 months. Keep it more specific if you want. Maybe the last 10 days have been really long and arduous for you, but there's just a feeling here of checking in with self and celebrating self with the World card. I do feel like your connection is being recognized in each other's eyes as something that is very significant, as something that is long-term. You're both looking at it as long-term in your own little ways. Your person's looking at it long-term as, I don't need to be worried about this because I know how I feel about them, and that's not going to change. I instead need to focus on my hustle and getting this long-term plan into effect in terms of my career or my lifestyle, my health. I need to focus on that right now instead in the next 72 hours. And you're looking at this connection with midhaven energy in the sense of you're kind of seeing it as something that will take work, but it's worth investing in, and it's going to be rewarding, and it's going to be something that you can expect to have in your life sustainably for a long time. I feel with the 8 of Swords here reversed that we are slowly changing our point of view. Someone may have really gone down a dark path, and if it doesn't sound like you, it could be your person, group 3. They may have looked at your connection as like, yeah, it's just not going to work. It's not something that I can see working for us. It's not something that I could see happening for us. And it is eventually going to be a less hopeless and helpless situation. I see someone removing victim energy and instead trying to empower themselves based on their recent achievements into believing that they can have what they want and that they can achieve what they desire. I see with the 8 of Swords reversed, blindfolds coming off. There is more of like a desire to see the situation with optimism and hope instead of helplessness and hopelessness. And I see eventually in the next 72 hours, this desire for something more serious and to start acting seriously towards your connection. I see that there is going to need to be a moment of maybe asking advice and acting upon advice with the Hierophant. But in order for that to happen, we have to get the right information in the first place. So one or both of you may seek others for counsel or advice and support when it comes to this connection. And I do think that it's this idea that you're both going to start taking this more seriously, whether that means a more serious commitment is on the cards in the future, or whether that means you both start giving each other more attention and serious focus towards this connection that will be more a part of the extended. But in the next 72 hours, I do see that you're both realizing you have similar emotional interests in terms of you both want the same thing. You both have other things in your life that are going on, but with the Sun here, it's like you both miss out on this opportunity to really shower that affection and romance and love and joy into the connection. You both kind of realize that really puts you down and it does impact your mood. Maybe one of you more so realizes like, wow, not seeing them really makes me feel sad. I'm so glad I've got this to focus on for now, but this is going to end soon. I won't have to worry about that anymore. In fact, I'm closing this cycle of my life. Maybe I do have room for this person. Maybe I do have the ability to turn things around and to make things good again and to really focus on this connection in a more healing and helpful way. Maybe I am able to make something out of this situation. Maybe I just need a bit more direction and guidance, but I feel like I want to start taking this more seriously. Let's get some channeled messages from your person, shall we? See what the heck's going on with them. Group 3, please, Spirit. What does their person want to say to them? What does Group 3's person want to say to them? You have so many options and choices. This is my 6 of Cups. Your person wants you to know that they see you. They recognize you for what you are and for what you deserve. Your person sees you as someone who is very warm. You feel so much like home to them. And they see that you are someone that would make a lot of people happy, but they also see that you have a special quality that they would liken to being like a soulmate. And whether they believe in soulmates or not, they feel a sense of familiarity with you that does make them wonder if they could deal with you having this with someone else. Group 3, what does this person want to say to Group 3, Spirit? Yeah, I do need to focus on myself right now. This person's saying that they have to feed energy into an opportunity that is external from this connection. It could be work. With the Ace of Pentacles, it could be a family situation. It does have to do with money, and it has to do with getting finances back in order. It could have to do with their car even. I'm just seeing movement here externally from this connection, needing to feed energy into a new tangible opportunity that recently arrived in their life. What else does this person want to say to Group 3, please, Spirit? They want to say that I acknowledge that this lack of focus on us is making me look selfish as well, and making me look like I'm not taking you seriously. They're saying wait. Wow. They're saying wait. I hope you'll wait for me. Wait. I hope you'll wait for me. How long do you expect Group 3 to wait for you? Just asking, because July 3rd is too far away, and so is March 7th. Those numbers just don't seem... Anyway, how long do you need? A couple of weeks for most of you. It just feels like this person is working on confidence and courage as well. It feels like they want you to wait because they are needing to sort their emotions out on top of that. It could be that this connection is emotionally jarring. They could feel like they're between a rock and a hard place when it comes to you, like choosing this or that. And they don't want to have to choose between their shelter in terms of like putting food on the table versus giving you energy. So if it does come down to survival, they're going to choose to put more energy into their work to make sure that they have a home, basically. But I want you to know that they're asking for a couple of weeks here, mostly because it seems like they're not emotionally available for what this relationship is asking. That you both know that this is a serious thing and they want to take it seriously. They can't do that with the little amount of energy that they have. So I do sense that this isn't forever, but they do need to pump the brakes here. Is there anything else that this person wants to say to Group 3, Spirit? For others of you, if like a couple of weeks doesn't sound right, it's like 6 or less weeks. I'm also seeing the number 10 in terms of 10 months. And for some of y'all, you've been on this journey with this person for 7 years, but I don't think you'll have to wait that long. Okay? It's just those are the numbers that came out when I asked for a timing. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? So on top of all of this, there is still questions of whether, in terms of a relationship, you are both wanting to move things forward at the pace that is like at the same pace. So we see your person asking for time. We see you overthinking the situation and acknowledging that this is something you want to work on. Your person is wondering if you are willing to give them time and whether they are missing an opportunity with you by making you wait. Is there anything else? Words do hurt, but actions speak louder. So when this card comes out reversed, it tells me that this person has taken actions that could have hurt you or offended you. I feel that it's because it's their attention, like a sunflower, is gone towards something else. Sunflowers follow the sun. And it's like for a little while there, you were this person's sun and their attention was on you. And then they had to start focusing on other things. And you feel this sort of down energy that the sun reversed gives you, a bit of a pessimistic, less than sunny disposition. So this person's actions, they're saying they know that they hurt you. What does this person want to say to group 3? Yeah, there's passion for you. This person's saying, I just wish things were different. I'm trying as hard as I can to get my shit in order. That's what the Seven of Pentacles reversed in your context is saying. They can't speed this up. Some of it has to do with like natural reasons, like you can't change how many hours you have to work in a day, etc. But I do sense that this person is hoping to not pump the brakes for too long when it comes to you. There is a feeling of like missing a window when it comes to you as well. We have I'm addicted to you. I'm trying to let go of my obsession with you. With this card reverse, this person is very attached to you. I think that you're distracting at times. Probably in a good way, like Lord. So how else are you supposed to know that they care? Group 3, please, Spirit. Not that I'm making what's the word, like excuses or condoning this behavior, but I just want you to know with the Devil reversed, it's like this person's purposefully trying not to give you so much attention. It's very difficult. They probably do see this connection like a guilty pleasure at times, really wanting to feed that, get that sort of, what's the word, validation from you. I feel like this person really likes your attention on them, mostly because they see that you have choices and options. So if you're not looking at them, who are you looking at? I'm not getting a heck of a lot of jealousy though, aside from that. It's just a little comment. All right, group 3, please, Spirit. What else does this person want to say to group 3? We have love always wins coming out for you in the upright position. So this person is hopeful. If you're meant for each other, it will work out. These are just temporary setbacks. They're hopeful that once they close this major door, this major cycle, things will start to smooth out. And it's imminent. Like we're looking at the next 72 hours. So they're pretty confident that things are going to work out eventually. We have why would you think / say that. So I feel like this person, you know what I'm getting? For some of you, their behavior has been so hot and cold at times that they're like, how do you see me? Like I'm questioning why this is them. I'm questioning why you're here, wanting validation, wanting confirmation. But at the same time, I can appreciate that I've been confusing. I can appreciate that I haven't been available and honest and open. But I still wonder why you would think that. Interesting. There's a lot to clear up once they come back. Group 3, please, Spirit, if you're in separation. For others of you, it's just a matter of having a decent conversation with this person about how their week's been. What does this person want to say to group 3, please, Spirit? I'm going to go now. Okay, I'm busy. My energy is being wasted in this reading. I'm going to go now. No, it's not like that. I feel like this person is just very busy in the next week, sweet. So try not to take their lack of attention personally. I think that they've got a lot going on. They do miss you. Remember what I was saying? They like your attention. They like that you, the way that you look to them. And there's obviously attraction. I'm addicted to you. How could you be so attractive? Very physically attracted to you as well. It's not a matter of like, you're not attractive enough to keep me around. It's like, no, I have to feed myself, or I have to go to this family thing and I'm going to be out of town for a couple of days, or whatever it is. They just need to focus on that for now. What else does this person want to say to group 3, please, Spirit? Keep your head up and look forward. They want you to stay optimistic. They know that that's easier said than done, and it's not going to change the fact that you may be feeling pessimistic, but they do want you to keep your head up and look forward. They feel like this connection is something that you're both on the same page about, and they feel like they are letting you down by not giving you their serious, heartfelt intentions right now. But like I was saying, they don't have the emotional capacity to. They need to slow down because they don't have the ability to give you what they want to give you right now. And until they deal with this, they're not going to be any good to you in the state that they're in, is what they're implying. What songs make them think of group 3, please, Spirit? Wow. Okay, that's not a song, but wow. What songs make them think of group 3, please, Spirit? What songs make their person think of group 3, please, Spirit? What songs make their person think of group 3, please, Spirit? Oh my days. What songs make this person think of group 3? Wow. What songs? Anything else? No, we got to call it there. I'm sorry. We have I Love You So by the Walters. Disapproval. I just need someone in my life to give it structure. You're everything I want, but I can't deal with all your lovers. I'm going to pack my things and leave you behind. Please let me go. It feels like this person is concerned slightly. Don't take this, all of you. Only take it if it resonates. For some of you, this person is concerned that their absence is going to be filled, like the gap that they leave in your life is going to be filled by somebody else. So they're almost sort of giving themselves that little inner speech, like inner dialogue, like, listen, you can't take it personally if they choose somebody else over you, like, because they need that and you're not able to give that. But I don't really feel that to be a heavy thing for all of you. I Love You So by the Walters is more of like this lamenting song about this person who just cannot let this person go, and they really try and they're begging, like, please let me go, please let me go, but they really struggle to let this person go. Now, the first 2 cards that came out for you was the heart chakra and the third eye chakra. So Sweet Pea, group number 3, when it comes to you, every song is about you. Every love song is about you. They see you everywhere. They feel you everywhere. This person feels a strong, intuitive, heartfelt connection with you. And I feel like this person dreams about you. They imagine you. They daydream. They're very aware of your presence when you're around them. They really just feel you, sweets, and everything is about you. The main song that came out for you is Waiting For by Rum Gold. Now listen to the song if you will. It is beautiful and it literally is the theme for your reading, group 3. This new thing, it's daunting. Rest my head on you, it's a border I'm crossing. All in my head, should I play it safe? Hide away feelings and play the game. This person is just trying to kind of figure out the next step for y'all. And it feels like there is fear here, but there's also this strong urge to explore this developing, beautiful emotional pull that they have towards you, which is the main underlying energy under that fear that is keeping this person grounded. It's the song Every Day is a Holiday by Dope Lemon, the feeling of serenity. Every day is a holiday with you around. Ain't no feeling high enough, ain't no river wild enough, ain't nobody I can love but you. I never want to waste another moment. There's appreciation for you. There's so much love for you, sweets, like seriously. And there is a feeling of fear over the space that this person may need to have right now and the space that they may be creating in this connection. But they do feel the same as you, and they do feel concerned about the space that they're asking from you in terms of what this means for the other people that they perceive to be interested in you as well. So real quick, let's get some advice. What is the advice? 1 card for group 3. What should they do when it comes to this connection, spirit? We have Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. There's big heart chakra energy here. You're being called to stay with an open heart. It may be difficult to say the least, because signs are saying that, you know, the situation isn't fruitful, and it could feel like a hurtful situation as well, you standing there with your heart open and not getting a heck of a lot for it. But you need to know that this situation is destined to improve, and that love is never supposed to cause you direct pain. I feel that you have a lot of protection, and that this is a little test for some of you to see how ready you are for the next stage of your life. If you want deep, meaningful love and connections, you need to be emotionally available and ready for it as well. So stand with hearts wide open and be ready to be open and vulnerable to receive love. Because this person's going through their own little fear. When they can offer you what they want, they will. So group 3, I was about to say 4, we don't have a group 4. Group 3, that's what I'm seeing for you for the first part of your reading. You were the longest group. I think that's because I did you last, and I've just been in a very chill energy now tonight. But thank you so much for watching this whole reading, if you managed to stay through all of it. I'm going to take this into the extended now. As I mentioned, the extended reading will be looking at the next month with your person. So we'll be looking at the next 3 weeks. We're mostly going to be looking at what changes you can expect. So we looked at the 72-hour window here. We're going to look at what are the main things that are changing in your connection in the next month. We're going to get more channeled messages, more tarot, obviously, and a heck of a lot of advice. So if you would like to join me over there, the link to the extended reading will be in the description box. It's already recorded and it's ready for you, ready when you are. So I'll see you there. Now, before you go wherever it is that you're going, I want to thank you for your time and your energy over here on YouTube. I really, really appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed this reading and it resonated, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. I would love to have you a part of the community. And thank you again for your energy. I appreciate you so much. I also just quickly, before you go, sorry, I'm taking up so much time. I just want to thank our spiritual teams, angels, ancestors, and guides. Thank you, thank you, thank you for helping me channel these messages and for keeping me safe while doing so. I shall see you in another video. Bye.